Shocking new details have emerged about an horrific fatal beating by a man on his common-law wife that has left Russians stunned. A picture taken by second-hand car salesman Maxim Gribanov, 34, shows Anastasia Ovsiannikova, 28, black and blue from wounds he inflicted in a 5-hour attack that left her with appalling head injuries and in a coma. He proudly posted images and grotesque footage of the attack to friends to show he had her under control, yet none called the police. In hospital, it was reported that her injuries were so severe that doctors drilled into her head to drain 3 liters of blood trapped inside her skull caused by the grotesque attack. Anastasia, a mother of 2, who wanted to split with the beast when he attacked her, died 6 days after the brutal assault. Hundreds attended her funeral in the town of Lebedyan, but now the catastrophic missed chances to save her during the attack have been revealed. His sickening violence began in a cafe in front of witnesses who failed to alert the police. Then Gribanov dragged her by the legs along the ground, dumping her in his car in front of witnesses. At their flat, he continued the relentless beating despite her screams for help. Eventually neighbours did call the police and alerted her father, Sergei Yashukin, 58. The crazed Gribanov moved her to 2 new locations, throwing the battered woman in the boot of his car in front of witnesses. He beat her for 20 minutes inside the car, and no one said a thing or attempted to help. Dear God, people, you are worse than animals. Finally, it was her father, and not police, who tracked her down when he heard her phone's ringtone in a flat where the monster had left her. At each new place the attacks continued, and the police are accused of failing to trail the car salesman, who is rumored to have contacts in the police who had previously protected him when he assaulted Anastasia and earlier his first wife. It was left to her father to track down the woman. He broke inside the flat and found his daughter, but it was too late. Her bones were broken, her head was severely damaged, said her friend Anastasia. I opened the door, looked inside and nearly passed out, said her father. She had a huge bruise on her eye, so big, it was all black.She was all black. Even after the attack, police were ready to downplay the crime, according to local MP Andrey Trofimenkov. I decided to post this image online after certain suspicions appeared that he had connections in law enforcement and so could hush up the incident, he said. I wanted to help this case become as public as possible to prevent this. A friend of the attacker admitted, I was one of those who received these pictures. She was like a bloody mess from head to toe. It must have been not dozens, but hundreds of blows. and he did a photo shoot to film her looking like this. Anastasia Ovsiannikova said, "I was ready to grab a pitchfork and sort this monster out. But he was taken by police. The dead woman had 2 children, a daughter aged 8 from her first husband who died in a car crash, and a son, too." Gribanov is held in detention and has confessed to intentionally causing grave injury. He faces up to 15 years in prison.